Vegan Health 101. Can you be a healthy vegan? Well, there's a lot of us out there who are thriving, happy and healthy, so that's a pretty good start to figuring it out. But I'll go through the science with you anyway. When I started learning about all of this, I'd been a personal trainer for 8 years, and I'd always thought that there's no such thing as a healthy vegetarian, let alone a healthy vegan. I thought we needed to consume animal products to survive, and I know a lot of people who still believe that. So I was very lucky to meet someone who changed my thinking about that. He inspired me to become vegetarian for 7 days, give it a trial. And a few days in, I felt so much better, so much more energy, just after a few days of not putting flesh and animal products into my body, that I knew there was something to it. So I started researching it. Now, the first thing I came across, I just wanted to know, can this be healthy? Is this a sustainable way of living? And I read a study, and I'll read you the abstract. It says, "It is the position of the American Dietetic Association that appropriately planned vegetarian or vegan diets are healthful, nutritionally adequate, and may provide health benefits in the prevention and treatment of certain diseases. Well-planned vegan diets are appropriate for individuals during all stages of the life cycle, including pregnancy, lactation, infancy, childhood, and adolescence, and for athletes. A vegan diet can meet current recommendations for all key nutrients, including protein, N3 fatty acids, iron, zinc, iodine, calcium, and vitamins D and B12. And evidence-based reviews show that vegan diets can be nutritionally adequate in pregnancy and result in positive maternal and infant health outcomes. The results of an evidence-based review show that a vegetarian or vegan diet is associated with a lower risk of death from heart disease. Vegans also appear to have low-density lipoprotein cholesterol levels, lower blood pressure, and lower rates of hypertension and type 2 diabetes than non-vegans. Furthermore, vegans tend to have a lower body mass index and lower overall cancer rates. Features of a vegan diet that may reduce risk of chronic disease include lower intakes of saturated fat and cholesterol, and higher intakes of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, soy products, fiber, and phytochemicals." So what did that say? It basically said, by being a vegan, you are reducing your chances of getting heart disease, cancers, diabetes, osteoporosis, obesity, and the list goes on. So you're improving your chances of living a healthier life, a longer life, with less illness, less disease. So what a gift, what a great bonus for us. Now, are there some things we need to worry about in a vegan diet? Yeah, there are. Just like any way of eating, we need to know what we need. So there are some deficiencies we need to worry about, although overall studies have shown that there are less deficiencies in a vegan diet on average than in a standard diet. So, actually, I think I got that somewhere here. Yeah, in recent studies, vegans had higher intakes of 16 out of 19 nutrients studied, including 3 times more vitamin C, vitamin E, and fiber, twice the folate, magnesium, copper, and manganese, and more calcium and plenty of protein. Vegans also had half the saturated fat, 1/6 the rate of being overweight, and while vegans were shown to be at risk for deficiencies in 3 nutrients, calcium, iodine, and vitamin B12, people eating the standard American diet were at risk for deficiencies in 7 nutrients: calcium, iodine, vitamin C, vitamin E, fiber, folate, and magnesium. Okay, so we are likely to be healthier and we are likely to have less deficiencies. But the deficiencies we do need to think about. Well, the first thing every single person is going to ask you when you go vegan, where do you get your protein? That was my first question. I was worried I was going to lose all my muscle. I used to work hard in the gym, and I was worried about that. I didn't know if I could be strong. I didn't know if I could feel, like I had much energy in that. So we get more than enough protein. Everyone who's eating enough calories is getting more than enough protein. Unless you're eating, if all you're eating is fruit, you may or may not get it, but you still could. You could still just eat fruit only and get your recommended amount of protein. But just when you're mixing it up more than that, when you're eating beans and seeds and nuts and veggies and grains and all that kind of stuff, you are likely getting much more protein than you actually need. So protein is a non-issue for almost everyone unless you're not eating enough calories. then it's something you need to worry about. But you just need to eat enough calories, find out how many calories a day you need for your body, for your height, for your weight, and then figure it out. And there's a really good website called Chronometer, which you can track all your, and see what percentage of everything you're getting each day by putting in your foods, and that's a really, really good app and website. So protein, don't worry about it, you're going to be getting enough. Now, iodine is something to think about. You can get iodine from sea vegetables or iodized sea salt, although you don't want to be having too much salt. Omega-3 is something that people ask a lot about. They're used to having fish oil, but you don't need to get it from fish oil. And when you're having it from fish oil, you're also getting all the saturated fats and all the bad stuff you don't want. So a good place to get it in a vegan diet would be chia seeds or flax seeds or walnuts. I like flax seeds best because they're the cheapest, and also you don't even taste them. So you put them in your smoothie, you put them on your salad, and you're getting all you need. And if you have one Brazil nut every day, you are getting your recommended daily intake of selenium. And to get calcium, you don't need to drink cow's milk. Cow's milk's for baby cows. So let them have their milk instead of us having it. We can just have dark leafy greens. We can have, I really like this stuff called tahini, which is sesame seed spread. It's delicious, really high in calcium. And we can get iron from beans and greens, and also dried fruits. So beans are just a really good food to eat every day if you can, because they've just got so much. They're packed full of good food, packed full of good nutrients. Vitamin D, if you are in a place in the world where you don't get you're not exposed to a lot of sunlight, or you have a job or something where you don't get to get out in the sun very often, then I would recommend, or the pros would recommend, that you take a supplement. Otherwise, if you're getting out in the sun, you should be getting enough vitamin B12. I think it's only 5 minutes you need on your forearms and on your face in the middle of the day. I think that's about all you need. Maybe don't quote me on that. And vitamin B12, that is the one that people ask about a lot. They say that, well, you can't get vitamin B12 in a vegan diet, so it's not a natural diet. Well, you would be able to get vitamin B12 if we weren't so thorough when we cleaned our foods. Even before it gets to us, the sanitation process that foods go through often, because that kills the vitamin B12, which is made by a bacteria usually found in the soil. Also, our soil is quite depleted of nutrients, and so we would get it, but we're not getting it because of just the way the world is right now. People think they're getting B12 naturally through animal products, but actually what's happening is people are supplementing the animal's feed with B12 or injecting them directly with B12. And so basically what that's doing is filtering the B12 nutrient through their body. And a much better way to do it is take that nutrient yourself, take that supplement yourself. All that means is you take one tablet once a week and you can have enough B12. You just get the high dosage, which is 2,500 somethings, I don't know, but you'll know it when you see it online. It's quite cheap, and all you need to do is take it once a day. Once a week. You can get other ones where you take once a week, but you don't even need to do that. So that is really awesome, and everyone should be doing that. Everyone should be supplementing with B12. And what else? All right. Now, I just wanted to read a little bit about some of the, you're not just going to be healthy. Like, we're talking about, you can be at your potential on a vegan diet. And this is amazing that, there's elite athletes, there's world record holding athletes who are vegan. I just think that's so amazing, because vegans are such a small minority of people. Like, we're getting, we're growing every single day. But to be such a minority and yet to hold world records by athletes, I just think that's amazing. So Patrick Baboumian, who is a world record holding strongman, he has the world record in the front hold, which is when you hold a 20 kilo weight in front of you, and he did that for 86 seconds. He's also got the world record for the yoke walk, which is, he carried 550 kilos on his back and he walked 10 meters. So that's amazing. And he, what does he say? He said about being vegan, he said, I found that a person does not need protein from meat to be a successful athlete. In fact, oh no, actually, I'll keep reading. In fact, my best year of track competition was the first year I ate a vegan diet. That was actually, what's his name? That was actually Carl Lewis who said that. So Carl Lewis was thriving on his vegan diet as well. But no, sorry, Patrick Baumann, the world record holding strongman, he said, this is a message to all those out there who think that you need animal products to be fit and strong. Almost 2 years after becoming vegan, I am stronger than ever before, and I am still improving day by day. Quite amazing. And who else we got here? Tim Sheaf, who's a world champion free runner. He said that nothing has benefited me more physically, mentally, and most importantly, spiritually, than adapting a vegan diet. The best decision I have made as a human for me and the planet. And also the animals, which I'm sure he knows. And Scott Jurek, who he just broke an amazing record on the Appalachian Trail. He's an ultra runner, and so he ran for 46 days, 8 hours and 7 minutes. And broke that world record. So that's incredible. He averaged over 80 kilometers per day. We've got Mr. Universe, who is a vegan. And all the strongest animals, the rhinos, the hippos, the buffaloes, the elephants, they consume whole foods, plant foods. You know, they're the strongest animals. So, great news. We are not just going to be healthy. We can be a lot healthier as vegans while still eating delicious food. And worrying less about about getting these sicknesses and diseases. What a gift that is, like, let's take advantage of that. Let's do it. Let's be vegan, and most importantly, let's do it for the health of the animals as well, because it's not just about us. Like, yeah, what a great benefit, but I mean, when we have this option to thrive without harming others, why wouldn't we do that? We're so lucky to have that option. Some animals have to eat other animals. We don't have to do that. And as the compassionate beings as we are, it just makes sense. It's just the right thing to do. So be vegan, help others, and help yourself. It's a win-win situation.